So Michelle, thanks for joining us. I guess the idea of this is to introduce you to some of the members, but also give them something to do when they're eagerly waiting to return from what we're doing at the moment with no game. So I guess we'll start off by just asking you, Michelle, what have you been doing with no basketball, and how have you been passing the time?
Well, normally I have basketball 5 days a week with coaching and reffing. So I've got a lot of free time at the moment. So I've just personally been doing some house renos around my new house, taking the dogs for a walk. And I've also been doing a lot on Google Classrooms for my grade 5 and 6 students for school. So that's
fantastic. So pretty busy.
Definitely.
Michelle, tell us a little bit about, for some people that don't know you, obviously you're new to VBRA Knox, but tell us a little bit about your journey as an official so far.
I started refereeing at 2005, so I have been refereeing for 15 years. I obviously was refereeing elsewhere. I have been involved in different types of basketball. I've been in the domestic competition. I ref junior panel for 3 years, and I refed a season of Big V as well. I was at a different association 2005 until 2017, and then I joined VBRA Knox at the start of 2018. So I really enjoyed my junior panel and my Big V, but I actually had 2 knee reconstructions in 12 months. So my reffing focus moved to coaching, and I'm just really enjoying just being part of the domestic competition.
Fantastic. We're all very happy to have you and very lucky to have you. The next question is, what do you enjoy most about being a VBRA Knox official and why?
I like the atmosphere at Knox. Everyone is really supportive and friendly, and everyone has everyone's back on the court, which is really great to be part of.
Michelle, what are your future aspirations as a referee, both long-term and short-term?
I always wanted to be part of the junior panel crew as well as Big V, which I was able to achieve, just unfortunately wasn't allowed to do that for as long as possible. So I'm just really happy to continue to be part of the junior competition and continue that for as long as I can.
Fantastic. How long have you been a supervisor, and what do you hope to achieve from the role?
I've been a supervisor for 10 years, so it's nice to jump on board at Knox and be part of a different culture. I hope I can be a leader to the younger referees and hopefully help the younger referees with 15 years of refereeing experience.
Awesome. Give us some good qualities that you look out for in an aspiring referee. So for the referees out there, what are some things that really stand out for you from referees, good qualities that you look for?
I really like a referee who is keen to learn, a ref who asks a lot of questions, especially not even if I'm just supervising, but if I'm reffing with them. A ref who brings a good positive attitude on and off the court, a ref who constantly runs to position, and a ref who actually looks like they want to be on the court and are willing to be there and enjoying being out there.
Fantastic. That's some good advice, I think. What does being a supervisor at the VBRA Knox branch mean to you, and what impact do you hope to have on other officials?
I'm around Knox quite a lot due to my coaching, so I hope people see that you can be involved in more than one aspect of the game. At the moment, I'm reffing domestic. I'm going to start supervising at Knox. I coach domestic and I also coach rep basketball. I believe I'm an approachable person and anyone can come and have a chat to me or ask any questions or clarifications on any rules that anyone has.
Fantastic. And what encouragement would you give to referees who are aiming to be the best they can? So there's some referees sitting at home right now that really want to do the best they can out on court. What would the encouragement you would give them when basketball does come back?
Keep working hard. Keep up your fitness. Constantly keep up to date with your rule knowledge. Ask people questions on the rules. People are around and they're willing to help. So there's no such thing as a silly question. Ask on a rule for your clarification. I just encourage people to be involved in basketball as much as possible. I was involved in reffing, supervising, coaching, and I also used to do score table for a long time as well. I also, the way I learn as well, I went to watch BYC and Siebel games, and knowing some of the referees, I actually went to the pre and post game conferences with higher graded referees, and I learned in that aspect of the game as well.
That's a fantastic piece of advice. I think what you're saying and what people should know is that you never know unless you ask.
100%.
So never be afraid to ask, and we have a lot of officials at Knox that can definitely do what you did there and help people out in pre and post games. Michelle, thanks for doing the interview with us, and thanks for taking the time. Any members that are watching this, if you do see Michelle around in her capacity as a supervisor or in her capacity as domestic referee or a domestic coach or a rep coach, please say hello and be familiar with her.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, guys. See you, Michelle.
See you later.